today I want to share with you some of the reasons why I like my life here in Korea way more than back in Denmark. So a lot of people have this idea that living in Denmark means living the perfect life, but that's just not the truth. So today I want to share with you each point in kind of a story format where I share clips from my daily life here in Korea but also back in Denmark. And hopefully by the end of the video you will understand why I'm in no hurry to move back home anytime soon. So let's just get into the video, shall we? In Denmark, things have been the same for ages. Not much is changing, and when it does, you barely even notice it. Everything is subtle, minimal, and honestly, very boring. No mountains to take in the views, the darkness of the winter makes every day feel only 3 hours long, and the minimalistic design trend has completely stripped the country of almost all color and vibrance. But in Korea, there's contrast everywhere. When I go for a walk in the mountain parks, I see the elderly gentlemen enjoying gun keran, tok, and sharing fruit while talking about their memories like they're still back in the 80s. At the same time, the world's most advanced AI-powered CCTV system quietly watches over me with alarm bells literally on the trees, keeping me safe, even in the forest areas. At night, Hanok buildings beautifully light up between modern fashion powerhouses and design showrooms. In the morning, I sometimes pass an older ajushi roasting nudu kunbam over real fire from the back of his Hyundai truck, filling the street with the coziest burnt scent. And then I jump on one of the world's most efficient subway systems where I observe glimpses of busy modern moms ordering next day loket besong groceries on Coupang while looking absolutely beautiful with perfect skin and hair. It's just so incredibly beautiful. I feel grateful to be in Korea at such a unique moment in history, watching two vastly different lifestyles, traditional and ultra-modern, exist side by side, divided by only a single generation.
여자들을 이렇게 바짝 묶으면 얘 멋있어. 바짝 묶어야지.
네.
바짝 묶으면 멋있어. 그리고 Where do you from?
덴마크에서 왔어요.
덴마크.
덴마크
아,
아세요?
예쁘지.
아니에요.
코펜하겐, 덴마크.
네, 맞습니다.
그렇지.
안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 김치만두, 고기만두 판단이에요. 알았어요. 감사합니다.
어느 나라에서 오셨어요?
덴마크에서 왔어요.
덴마크요? 예쁘시네요.
7,000원 맞아요. My mind is just never bored here, and every day is a learning opportunity that I've really come to enjoy. This might shock you, but in Denmark, almost every university student has a job next to their studies. And it's not even a simple and easy job. It's usually a very demanding office job with responsibilities similar to full-time employees. When I was doing my undergrad, I worked at least 20 hours a week at a global delivery company, earning money for my rent and saving up for my master's that I'm now studying in Korea. Since most Danes move out of their family home at around 20 years old, we have to cover rent, food, transportation, everything on our own basically. That means we barely have free time to join student unions or anything that feels like college life, really. And even when we do have the time off, Copenhagen is so expensive that going out for drinks or dinner with friends feels impossible and like a whole investment in itself. But in Korea, it's completely different. If you want to splurge on globally renowned cocktail bars in Hannam-dong or enjoy Michelin-guided restaurants, you totally can. If you want the opposite and simply chow down a few bottles of soju with a friend in the Jongro-pocha area and get well above drunk for a total of $15, you can. And it might be the best memories of your life. I absolutely love this. I love that having fun and winding down over a simple meal and a cold beer isn't only for the wealthy and established. That's something I really miss seeing in Copenhagen, and just the reason why I've loved my life as a student so much here in Korea. When I talk to Koreans about their fantasy of living in Denmark, they often mention the weather, especially the blue skies, mild summers, and cozy, Christmas-like winters. There, the prettiest sunset in the back, and the prettiest rainbow in the front. Wait, I have to show you where it goes down over here. It's so cute!
No!
These unique summer days with still beautiful weather, temperatures of 25 degrees are so rare but really appreciated while they are there.
Der er noget godt over sådan en pølse. Er det dansk eller svensk? Ej, jeg tror det er tysk, hvis det er noget. Wurst. Det her fad herovre ligner bare sådan en trafikuheld.
This is when I make my absolute favorite memories with my mom, who is a true nature girl. As you can see, we love cooking outdoors, especially this Danish bread that we twist around wood sticks and bake over the open fire. These are my favorite moments, but unfortunately the weather rarely allows it. If it's not raining, it's either cold, dark, or there's a full-on storm blasting through. It's cold in the winter, but there are no mountains to ski. The beaches are accessible in the summer, yes, but it's almost never warm enough to actually swim, unless you really are a Viking. So what's the point really? In Korea, it's way more enjoyable. In the winter, I can take a 2 to 3 hour express bus to my favorite ski resort, Haewon in Gangwon-do, for a day or two of skiing. I can rent all my gear there. I don't even need to bring anything.
Everyone is going this way, so I'm gonna go this way.
In summer, I can take that exact same bus to Gangwon-do again and enjoy surfing, fireworks, and perfectly warm beach days. Or hop on an affordable flight to Jeju-do and experience a tropical Hawaii-like paradise. Full vacation vibes, delicious food, beautiful beaches, lovely people. 한라봉 과일 모찌, 과일 찹쌀떡 먹방 해보겠습니다.
감사합니다.
와.
와우.
Yummy.
Wow. No.
빨리. Oh. Let's go to the beach.
Let's go to the beach. Each, let's get away. They say what they're gonna say. 아이고다. Even in the city when I'm stressed, I can hike Bukhansan, run along Hangang, or take a breather at the top of Namasan and completely empty my head. One of my absolute favorite things is that I can get a proper outdoor workout done without paying a single won. You're probably thinking that surely I can work out outdoors too in Denmark, but no. First of all, we don't have any outdoor public gyms, despite paying over 50% of our income in taxes. And with the strong winds, rain, and no significant views really, it's just not as pleasant to go even for a run, honestly. Anyone who's ever tried moving to Copenhagen, or really any major European city, knows how impossible it is to find a place to live. First of all, the rent is insanely high, so most young people end up in shared apartments with 2 to 3 housemates, each with their own room but sharing facilities. Something like one rooms, studio apartments, they just barely exist in Europe. It's so exhausting, and it's a big part of why the thought of moving back there drives me crazy. In Korea though, even though Seoul is expensive, apartments are actually available. If I visit a few Budongsan offices, I can almost certainly find a place within a week. In fact, I found my own tiny 18 square meter one room in a lovely gated community within a single day of looking, and I signed the contract that same evening. Contracts here are usually 1 to 2 years, so apartments rotate much more frequently. If my lease were to end suddenly, I wouldn't need to panic about a 6-month housing gap. Honestly, it's such a comfort thing to know that I probably won't end up on the streets in Korea, especially as a foreigner being so far away from home. Even though I definitely miss my family and friends back home, I hope this video gave you some answers to why I'm so happy living in Korea compared to Denmark. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the comment section or in the next video. Bye bye!